We tell him, we tell him, we tell him.
Fuck Trap House Mob. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
The house is burning.
It's still on fire.
The house is still on fire. What did we tell y'all last stream? It's still on fire. It's still on fire. Another day, another L, man.
We've been talking about it. I've been saying it's gonna get worse before it's
gonna get worse. There's a lot to talk about tonight, man. There's a lot of, bro. I didn't want to make this stream that long, but there's so much going on right now in Nets world. So, and I know like other fan bases are gonna get tuned in. And I know it's about to be real, but shout out Nets Kingdom, shout out Nets Nation. You know the vibes. I'm with St. Chubbs. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me shout out the chat. Yeah, tough loss again. Like tough loss. You know, I mean, are we surprised though? I don't think we're surprised, but like
I don't think no.
Again,
it's funny because like Saint. This is the same thing that it keeps happening to me. It keeps happening to me. Saint's like, bro, this is an L. I'm like, and I was like, you know what? Let me listen to you, yo. Let me listen to you this time because last game he was like, this is an L, and I was like, yo, Kyrie's about to hold it down. Then this game, we get bamboozled in the first. Let me shout out the chat. Hold on. Let me shout out the chat, bro. Because it's like it's like a I'm in a hamster wheel. I'm literally in a hamster wheel, like going around in circles, bro.
I'm just telling. And we probably are gonna have 3 more L's too.
Oh my god.
The way this week is panning out.
Yeah. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share this live, y'all. Share it live, get people in here. Real Royal, hey, what's up? Unholy Mayhem, yeah, what's good? Oh, Jelani, thank you for the super chat. He said JJ and Nash shaking my head just cost us the game. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the game.
Can I just say this real quick? We weren't gonna to respond to you, Jelani, to give you like props to appreciate. I'll just say this, and this is my only breakdown of the game, and I will just sit back and listen to you guys break down the game. Jokic and Gordon were only in the game for 8 minutes, and then came in 6 minutes left in that second quarter. And then every time they were in, that is the only reason why we were winning. It's not like, yes, we were, BG3, Blake was hit. People were, showing some energy. Yeah. But that's the only reason why we were in it, is those guys weren't in it. Every time they came back in, they went way up. So, and then Nash with his JJ,
we're going to talk about it.
We weren't winning this game, irregardless.
I think keeps trying to tell me before every game. He keeps trying to tell me like, "Yo, bro, it's a loss," and every time I'll be like,
That's why I'm not mad.
I'll be like, no. I gotta be honest. I had no intention of watching this game, and then I peeped Discord. Like everybody's like, "Yo, Blake Griffin's going crazy." I'm like, "Damn!" It's like one of those moments when you finally don't go to something, and then something crazy happens. Like I can't.
Chubbs is like, "Bro, I'm watching the Pro Bowl. F this."
Nah, you know what's crazy? I feel you. I saw Kyler Murray throw a pick, and I was like, "I'm done with the Pro Bowl."
I don't have room to separate my anger right now for Nets. Like all my frustration is focused on the next 5 days. Outside of I could give 2 craps about these games because I know they're L's, and we're gonna slip further. So
I'm not mad at you. If you watch the Pro Bowl, over this, I'm not even mad at you. Let me finish shouting out everybody. Young Boy Ray, what's good? Real J, Raging Tomato, what's up? ILR, what's up? Unholy Mayhem, Uncle Drew 11. Go Nets, hey, Prince Twan, Anton, Elson, what's up? Lou Elastic Sonic 5607, hey, what's up? And Christopher Fulmore, hey, what's up? Yeah, so like I said, we got Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold was the story of the first half. It was just the energy, and me and Saint went on halftime spaces, talked about this already, but the energy in the first half was alarming. Like we were like, what? Is this the same Nets team we've been seeing these past couple of games? We came out smoking on fire. I mean, Blake, like I said, Blake, what is it? Blake career season high. I'm not career high, season high, 19 points in the first half. End of the first quarter, the Nets led the Nuggets 40-39. 40 points. We scored 40 points in the first quarter. This Nets team really scored 40 points without our, you know who's out. Claxton, LaMarcus, KD, Joe Harris, Harden, and we still scored 40 points in the first quarter, that's why we were all like, yo, what's going on? We're killing it. So again, we ended up leading the first quarter 40-39. Blake Griffin and Bruce Brown. I'm sorry, Blake Griffin and DeAndre Bembry. Key guys for us in that first half. Cam was 7 points. Kyrie had a slow start. He was 1 for 5. Then in that second quarter, Kyrie started he started going in a little bit, and then he ended up with 19 by the halftime. So halftime comes and we're like, oh my God, the Nets are back. We had the player meeting. We all thought we were about to get this win. We were all hyped, like, yeah, we got this. Yeah, we got this. Like, just stay the course. Stay the course.
Correction. You were hyped. Everybody
you
else.
Right?
I was not. No, I
was
called
hyped
the L from the beginning and maintained my L all the way through.
Yeah, you did. Because you were like, yo, I'm shocked we're playing like this. And I was like, yeah, we about to get this dub. BG3. So, shout out Jelani. Jelani said, congrats to Bruce, Blake, and Bembry getting their trade value up. Javon, Nash, and JJ still got some work to do to get their value up. They have the 10th. Yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry. Bruce had a great game. Well, good game too. Blake, Bruce, and Bembry. They just, I guess, they showed out in that first half. That's why we were all, like I told y'all, fool's gold. We thought it was amazing. We were like, we're really beating the Nuggets. Like, we're showing the Nuggets. But the crazy thing is, at halftime, right, it was 76-75, which is a crazy, like, I think this is like one of the highest scoring games in the season. 76-75, right? But with all that, the great, Blake going off, Blake turning into Steph Curry, DeAndre Bembry making key blocks, Bruce going off. With all that, we only led by 1. We only led by 1 at halftime. So again, and Cam Thomas, I think had 12 and 13 minutes. Cam was going off. So we were all like, okay, let's get this Nuggets. And then the third quarter came, and it was a rap ski. Like, it was done. We went, I think, 7 minutes without scoring. The Nuggets coach was like, okay, let me stop playing around. Like Saint said, he gave Jokic and Aaron Gordon more minutes. He adjusted. He was like, let's see. This is really a Nets team with just Kyrie. So he started kind of pressuring Kyrie off the dribble, a little bit of shade, double team on Kyrie, and then he was basically letting James Johnson shoot. The team was letting James Johnson shoot in the open corner, right? So let me read this little third quarter, right? It took Steve Nash 10 minutes to take out James Johnson. If you guys remember that third quarter, James Johnson was terrible for us. He went, where did he go? 1 for 5 from the field with 3 turnovers. So the Nuggets coach is like, okay. So Jokic woke up. He's going off. Aaron Gordon's going off. We're struggling to score. And then every time they're doubling Kyrie or they try to get the ball out of Kyrie's hands, we have to end up seeing James Johnson is wide open. So we pass it to James Johnson. He's shooting threes and he's missing. So that just led up to us not scoring. And then it was blowout from there. And the Nuggets just blew us out from the rest of the time. So how you guys feel?
You know what's crazy? James Johnson wasn't even subbed out. He fouled out. So
he did.
And then he went to the bench all mad.
Nash would have still played him. So you would have gotten big.
Typical Nash. Typical Nash, man. You gotta
look at one of the people that is probably involved with Green and Jaden and all them trying to attack us. You broke my heart. Be approved. You need to get your kids.
There's a leak. There's a leak in our Discord, man. There might be a leak in our Discord, man.
I have lost all BFP. You and your children are terrible, man. Somebody's
trying to hack our Discord.
Kingdom Discord. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. So
disappointed.
So yeah, that third quarter came and like I said, and a lot of people I think were saying like, oh, Kyrie and this and that, but it's like Kyrie didn't sit the second half. He played the whole second half. I gotta admit, he did try. He tried at least. He did his best to keep us in afloat. I think it was the closest they got was like 14 or 12. They got it down to 12 in the fourth quarter. But it was just too much for Kyrie. Like I said, like he's passing it out to James Johnson, missing. Who else was missing in that? The Lake went cold. Who else went cold? Bembry wasn't really showing up. You know, it's like everybody that was killing it in the first half, it was just like second half, reality hit us. Reality hit us in the face, punched us in the face. We're like, you guys are not good. You guys are the Nuggets coach was like, wait a minute, you guys are not good. our roster is better than your roster. So he ended up exposing Nash in that third quarter, and it was a rap ski after that. And yeah, so like I said, not much to say about this game. But the fire, like I said, the house is burning. The house is burning. And I know people are tuning in right now just to watch us in pain. And we are in pain right now. You know what I'm saying? 8 games in a row. It feels a little bit numb. Like I'm hurt, but it's starting to be feels numb. And then we talking about earlier today, Steve Nash went and told us that they're not trading Harden, right? And I want to point this out to you guys. Like I told y'all before, with these media reports, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. So you guys got to just, the only way we'll really know what's going on, truly know what's going on, is on February 10th at 3 p.m. That's the only way we'll really know. You know what I'm saying? All these media reports, anything Steve says, anything Sham says, anything Woj says, y'all can't take that to heart. Y'all can't take that 100% to heart. I just gotta remind y'all. You gotta wait. You know what I'm saying?
I'm completely at this point. Oh, Rage, were you on something? I'll let you go or what?
Chubbs,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm tired. Yeah, were you on?
Yeah, you go ahead first.
All right. I'm just officially like, I don't know. I really I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I know what's going to happen with James Harden.
Yeah.
I'm not like, all I know is that like, and this is where I've gotten to with this whole thing, right? It just, there's so many mixture of different reports, seeing the coach like Nash say something. You really don't know what to believe, honestly, right? Because the Nets have been consistently vague about everything. Injuries, moves, like you just don't know. You've seen them go on one say Kyrie's not playing at all until he can play full time, and then they go back on that shit, right? Like, so quite honestly, I don't know what's going to happen with James Harden. And quite honestly, I have mixed feelings on James Harden. On one hand, there's positives for him to stay for me, and then on the other hand, there's things that I don't want from Harden anymore. I'm tired of the lazy ball, the ball bringing up the ball and wasting half the clock. Like I'm tired of certain things he's doing, but I also see the value of him. So I'm even mixed there, right?
And I want to make sure y'all know what's going on right now. Like there's a leverage battle going on between Sean Marks and Daryl Morey, right? Because the consistency of these reports, the inconsistency of the reports, I've never seen anything like this, right? We got a report first, like I showed y'all last stream. We got a report, the Nets are not taking calls. A week later, that's what Woj tweeted. Then a week later, Shams tweeted, the Nets are taking calls on Harden with Philly. And then now, after the game, Woj says Kevin Durant said that he wants Harden to stay, right? Then we're seeing other reports from Philly writers. Oh, the 76ers are doing this. Harden, they were going. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid's getting texts. So it's like it's a leverage battle. You gotta understand what's going on. They're leaking news. It's a leverage battle. Yeah.
Something. I mean, exactly. World said. But real quick, shout out to Laidback91. I appreciate the super chat. He says Kyrie don't win games. Simple. Listen, I am at some point in this stream. I am now officially on the there's more than one finger pointing to go around, right?
Yeah.
And with Kyrie, just to respond to his thing, listen, where I'm at with Kyrie is like, listen, I get it. Like, I don't care about all the reasons. I don't care about mandates. I don't care about vaccines. I don't care about your choice. I don't care about your listen, everybody has made their decision on what's going to happen going forward, right? Like everybody's made their decision. All I know is we're faced with a problem with this team. There are visible, clear problems that some of us have been talking about for quite a while, saying, yo, when people would get on here, people in chat, even some of us, like where I've said, like, yo, I am kind of concerned that we're barely beating scrub teams and not winning against big teams. Yeah. And what did everybody say? Oh, it's too early.
It's okay. It's too early in the season. No big deal.
And it's like, no, I've been one of those people saying, yo, like something ain't right. Like some days, like I've been like, okay, hey, like it's okay. We'll figure it out. But there's visible problems, and Kyrie is one of them. It's not when I say this, it's not an attack on Kyrie. And if you Kyrie stands in here, get all butthurt, sorry about your feelings, but the Kyrie situation is hurting us at home. I'm not directing that directly at him, saying it's all your fault, you're a pile of crap, because he is just one piece of the decision. He's just one.
He's one of the bricks in the building that's burning.
Yes,
he's one of the bricks in the building that's burning.
Exactly. He's one. Yeah.
What Saint has been trying to tell y'all, right? Saint has been trying to tell y'all the house is burning. It's not Kyrie's fault, Harden's fault. The house is burning. It's a whole bunch of problems. Even if Harden stays on this team, we still have problems. We still have problems.
And listen, Harden's part of another one of those bricks. A new Kyrie stands like the real Royal. I love you, got respect for you, but dude's part of the problem too. Hey, this season, I'm not questioning anything about James Harden last year, but there has been some issues with James Harden this year. And James Harden stands have been failure to admit some of the downfalls and some of the things he does. The Nets organization, Steve Nash is a problem. We've all pretty much agreed on that.
He's one of the problems too.
Even the GOAT, Sean Marks.
Sean Marks, we got to question Sean Marks because this week is big. This is a make or break week. Like if the way Sean Marks pivots in this week,
is a make or break.
We can come out of this, or we can come out of this looking like money. There's two options. We could come out of this looking like trash. It could be break our season, or we can come out as looking like money. So Sean has to make a move.
And James Harden stays, and then you still don't make moves besides getting rid of somebody like Paul Millsap. Like that's an L to me, right? Like and this is what I said before we even knew about the possibility of the James Harden and all this nonsense and rumors and everything. Like before we were even talking about that, I've been adamant about saying, this team needs to make some decisions because of what I perceive as problems. And a lot of people just didn't want to acknowledge that or have that discussion. And now we're having that discussion. So say James Harden stays, you still have a myriad of problems that need to be addressed. And Sean Marks can't put another didn't do anything at trade deadline check mark like he's done the last few years. Yes, he can be active in buyout. And that's the other thing. If you do trade James Harden, you're about to remake the whole roster pretty much, right? And there's positives and negatives to that. People need to wake the fuck up. All is not well in Brooklyn. And it's like you said, Sean Marks, to me, Sean Marks has been the GOAT, but the motherfucker really needs to pull a goat out his butt right now. He really does.
He needs
to come in here and put that foot down and calm the narratives. Give us some players that we can count on when we have somebody out. And the Nets have to figure out how to solve the Kyrie home game thing. There's no more excuse. You have to figure out how to sign them, because if you don't, I'm sorry, we're not winning it. Kyrie, without Kyrie home games, we're not winning the whole thing. I'm not delirious of that.
And let me answer this super chat. Laidback 91. I really disagree with that, bro. He said Kyrie don't win games. Kyrie doesn't win games. Come on, bro.
I know, but
Kyrie's first game back.
Though.
Kyrie's first game back. What happened his first game back when we what was his first game back? He had 22 points. Was it the Kings game? I think it was. Oh no, it was the Pacers. The Pacers game. Kyrie's first game back. Pacers game. That was a win. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple wins that Kyrie contributed to the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go out there and say Kyrie doesn't win us any games. I can't disrespect that man like that.
Murray, I can because the Kyrie away games is not being what everybody made it out to be. Yeah, Kyrie's been playing great. I've seen great effort.
Don't do that, bro.
No. Look at but this is the fucking problem. This is the problem, AJ, that we've been doing all fucking season, and it's driving me nuts because we're trying to support Kyrie. We're trying to support.
Okay,
Harden.
we're losing, bro.
It's
But look, but you're saying the away game thing. It's okay.
It's
Kyrie
not,
away game hasn't been working out. You're right. It hasn't been working out.
It's not what you said it would be, and it's not what I said it would be. I guess that's my point, right? It's not the end all be all that everybody was making it out to be when they're like, Kyrie's playing home games, we're crushing it. No, motherfucker, we're not. It's part of the bigger picture, but that's my point. You still have Cypher. Cypher knows I respect, got mad respect, but it's even still Cypher's everybody's fractured on saying what the problems are. It's it's hard to blame Marks. No, fuck no, there's blame there. And then there's the Nash. No, it's hard to blame Nash. What would you do? And then it's how can you blame Kyrie? And then you have your Harden. Well, how can you blame? That's my whole point of this whole thing. It's bro, it is everything. And how people are not seeing that and like looking at it from like a one-dimensional view to continue to point one finger and push one single narrative is the reason why we're sitting in the 8 fucking losing game streak in Nets Kingdom. Like, I'm serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not angry. I'm just like, the Kyrie away game thing is not as great as we thought it was.
The thing is, like, when that came out, I thought we were gonna have Harden going full. I thought we were gonna not. I didn't think Harden was gonna go ghost. Okay, I didn't think Harden was gonna go ghost on him. I didn't think KD was gonna get hurt. Y'all didn't pivot that in my mind when we were talking about away games. In away games, I was thinking, Harden's gonna be doing his Harden thing, and you know, Harden and Kyrie combo. You guys saw what Harden and Kyrie combo did last year. I thought it was gonna, you know. I didn't expect Harden to just not play, to go ghost on us and not play.
But here and it's funny you said that, and I hate to be like this asshole to say I told y'all so, but I remember very adamantly I said multiple times on the stream, it's way more risk playing Kyrie now instead of just telling him to wait out until he's back full time. I literally said it's gonna cause. What if someone gets injured and now we need to depend on Kyrie to be here full time? And he's still part time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I literally said injuries can happen. The continuity, it didn't even take until 2 games for the continuity to come into play. Yeah. Guys don't know how to play once Kyrie leaves, and then literally our defense got worse since he came here. We've gone on our worst stretch since he came here, and it's like this wouldn't have happened if he was there for a full time, so we can work out.
Okay. So answer me this though, Saint and Chubbs. Answer me this: if the Nets didn't. Let's say the Nets said, let's say the Nets did this, right? The Nets were like, we're not bringing Kyrie back part-time. Would Harden still want to be here? Would Harden want to leave, or would Harden still want to be here? If Kyrie was held out, would Harden still want to be here, or would he want to leave?
That's a fair question. I mean, I guess it depends. It depends on, I guess, if where you're at believing all these rumors, right? Mm-hmm. Because we've heard them, like, we've heard conflicting reports with Harden. We hear the team, people saying, you know, KD saying, I don't want him gone. There's reports that Harden saying, I don't want to leave. Nash is saying no today, right? And then some people are taking that as like hyperbole, if that's the right word, where they're taking it as like that's just code for his ass is out of here. But then we've also seen the reports where Harden is visibly pissed off. Right? Like,
you can see it in it's clear as day. You can clear as day. Y'all telling me, don't tell me about this. Don't tell me about this.
But so that's my point. Like, it's hard to.
If Harden, Real Royal, this is for you. If Harden really wanted to kill the narrative of him not being traded or him not being frustrated, he would be out there with his team on the bench, bro. And I played basketball. I played basketball my whole life, right? There's no treatment in the back that takes 2 hours. I played basketball my whole life. There's no treatment that takes 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. There's no treatment in this world that takes 2 hours. I'm telling y'all, treatment is not 2 hours. So they're saying, he's in the back getting treatment. He's in the back getting treatment. I feel like that's a cover up. There's no treatment that takes 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, it's a
cover up. It's a cover up.
It's a clear.
I'm telling y'all, it's a cover up.
Listen though, and that's the thing, bro. Like,
yeah. They keep saying that. You know what you're saying? Have you heard it, right? They're like, he's in the back getting treatment. Harden's not on the bench. He's in the back getting treatment.
The problem I have with Harden is Harden could easily come out and say and put a stop to all this. Yeah. And that's the part that bothers me about Harden is why haven't you come out and made a pretty deliberate statement, put out a tweet, right? You don't want to talk to the press, put out a statement like, yo, I'm not leaving Brooklyn. Move on to the next narrative. Yeah. So there is that, right? Like, unfortunately, there is that, but it's like, this is the problem that we've unfortunately I honestly think as a fan base, right? And even as co-hosts, it's like, we're coming to the conclusion, bro, that like the days of like pointing a finger at one individual in one situation on this team are done. And I'm just tired of doing it. I'm tired of the stands. I'm tired of the one-line narratives. I'm tired of all of that because it's like, and I said this the other day, and I'll say it again. It's like, yo, KD's the only one. Like somebody said, KD has some blame in this. Maybe the only thing I can think of is KD, like maybe being more vocal. But at the same time, it's like, yo, why can't all these stands be like KD stands, or why can't these players be like KD's mentality? Anybody that tells me when questioned about minutes on a game says just leave me out there to die. That's what I want, bro. Like, that's what I want
Lenny-
Kyrie to be like. That's what
Lenny
I want
Beeson.
Harden to be like.
When did Harden say that? When have you seen Harden say that? Are you talking about in the beginning of the year? You're talking about in the training camp when he said that? When I played the preview where he said he wanted to stay. He doesn't see him moving anywhere else. You're talking about that, or you're talking about recently? I haven't heard Harden recently say he wants to stay in Brooklyn. I haven't heard that. I could be. That's just is that me or Saint? Have you heard Harden say he wants to stay here recently?
I mean, the report. There's that report that came out.
But I'm saying,
speaking for
can
him.
Harden? I'm saying out of his mouth.
The last time I heard Harden was let's see where
I have the interview.
Yeah. That last time I heard Harden say that he wants to stay and like this is where he wants to be was after
this year. Sean Marks has expressed confidence of you doing the same at some point in the near future. How do you look at the prospects of you signing a long-term extension here?
Of course, it's on my mind. And I've had multiple talks with Sean and Joe and. I don't see myself anywhere else, honestly, but I'm just taking it, I'm taking my time with it. There's no rush. And, I want to bring a championship to the city. So
that's the last concrete I've ever heard.
And that was in August.
Yes. So he could come out and reiterate that, and it would be great. I would love it to just kill the whole narratives, right? Because like
I said, he could easily kill the narrative. Y'all getting mad at our Harden stands are getting mad at us. Get mad at your man. He can easily kill the narrative. He can come out on the bench, celebrate with his team, cheer on his team, give guys high fives, you know what I'm saying? Or just, just be there for the team. He could easily kill the narrative. He can come out and be like, "Yo, I'm not leaving Brooklyn."
Listen,
y'all are stupid.
I don't need to admit this. See, this is the point. People want to still push a one narrative thing of what is wrong, right? Like, yes, Kyrie, I just said it. Kyrie plays a big part in this. Not all like Kyrie's fault, but he's part of it.
I argue he is the reason why.
Yeah, he's part of it.
I'd argue
I agree.
No, he's part of it, but not the main reason because you still, if you're Harden and your other players, you still have to go out there and bust your ass and play. Yeah. And if you're also Sean Marks, you still have to go out and try to put a better team out there when you have an opportunity. And we're now 4 or 5 days away from the trade deadline, and you ain't done a damn thing. And then on top of that, it's like Steve Nash, if you know this is coming, you also got to blame the Nets from going back and forth between no play to away play. Like, I mean, this is my whole point. Like, bro, he is part of the problem. There is more than one pyromaniac in that house burning that shit down, but keep pushing your one single narrative thing, and then we're not going to get anywhere. It's like,
well, you got to look at it this way. You can argue Kyrie was the domino. Like, you see those videos where it's like the one little domino, but then as it keeps going, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Exactly.
I could argue
a better explanation.
Kyrie coming out and saying, I'm not getting the vax, I'll probably do part-time. That was that little domino that led up to this big-ass domino just falling everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, Marks, look at it this way. Marks built this roster with the intent thinking all three would be here to play. He couldn't predict Kyrie saying, "I don't."
He couldn't predict the mandate.
He didn't break the mandate either.
Yeah,
the mandate hit him. The mandate hit him with the. He wasn't expecting the mandate. No one was expecting the mandate.
Yeah.
The New York City mandate.
And on top of that, he couldn't predict Harden playing the way he is. He couldn't predict a lot of the stuff that's happening with this roster. And you got to look at it this way: it really all started with Kyrie saying, "I don't want to get the vax," because off that action, that's causing KD and Harden to put in more work. They got to put in more minutes to play. Yeah. That's causing guys that have no reason to be in the positions they are. We have James Johnson being our main playmaker. I don't think y'all understand how bad it is.
Yeah.
Hey, I got not breaking news, but a reporter asked Kyrie Irving when asked if he thinks James Harden wants to stay with the Nets. He says he's seemed committed, but who knows what is going to happen.
There we go. There we go. There it is. Y'all came at me saying Harden. Y'all came at me. Oh, he's not leaving. He's not leaving.
And
he's not mad. He's not.
And sorry to interrupt.
Again.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me
Real royal.
get one.
Real royal.
Yeah, he's looking at. But Anthony Paris, let me set one thing straight. If you think I just hate one player, you clearly have not been watching this show long enough. I give that energy to everybody.
Yeah, he does.
Anybody that truly watches the show, I give energy to everybody.
He does.
Probably missed the rant.
Chubbs even hates me sometimes. Okay.
Chubbs, if y'all really watch the show, watch his Chubbs name tag always changes every time. The worst player on the court, Chubb will flame you in his name tag. He'll flame you in the name tag. He always does that.
It's like y'all didn't watch the rant where I literally called Harden fat for like 5 minutes. it's like y'all didn't watch. But it goes back, Kyrie, back to like what I was really trying to say. Kyrie really saying, I don't want to get the vax, that changed everything. Like that one action just caused a reaction, and then more action, and more reaction to the actions.
I gotta tweet out.
I think people gotta separate and that's the one part of the Kyrie stands that drive me nuts, where it's like they always go to but it's like everybody's got a decision, and he made his, and people
Jay just tweeted, let's get these trades cracking.
Yeah, so
let's get these trades. As soon as Kyrie said, Jay was like, let's get these trades cracking. Like I said, I tried to tell y'all, it was clear as day he doesn't want to be here. It's clear as day.
I'm done I'm done with trying to even this, right? Like I get it. I get Kyrie, but I'm done trying to kowtow to make this better for Kyrie. The Nets need to figure some shit out, bro. Like they really do. And one of the main problems is Kyrie, whether you like it or not, whether you get all butt hurt. Kyrie is a main issue, and the main issue is him playing home games. Until that happens, we're going to have the same problem whether Harden is here or not here. And if there's any truth to what Harden's saying, that's what's so fucked about this is you look at every one of these problems that the Nets are having, and you could find a middle ground on all of them where you could understand why Harden's mad. You could understand why Kyrie maybe feels the way he does. You could understand why the Nets make their choices going back and forth between no play to just away. You could understand sometimes Nash's decisions, and then you can't understand. And that's the frustrating part about this is it's like, when does it end? And how does it end? And it's sad that you got to ship Harden off for...
Yeah. The only thing it is with Harden, right? It's like I don't like coming at the man, but it's like I don't agree with you quitting on us. You know what I'm saying? If you want to leave, that's fine, but at least be a professional and just play basketball. And y'all try to come at me in last stream, right? They were like, "Oh, KD didn't quit. KD quit on the OKC Thunder. KD didn't quit. KD played. He was a professional athlete. He played all 7 years, and he had an opportunity to leave in free agency, and he made a decision to leave. That's not quitting on your team when you're a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Name me one team that KD forced a trade. Name me one team KD forced a trade out of. You can't. Yeah, I'll wait. So exactly. So it's like
I'll wait.
So it's like that's the difference. I'd rather you be a professional, play your games, play your sport. If you want to leave, request a trade. That's fine. That's all you got to do. Just request a trade. But quitting on the team, not playing, doing this injury stuff, you don't got to do all that, bro. You don't got to do all that, bro.
Shout out to Tommy B. I agree with you. Doesn't it seem like a lack of institutional? Unfortunately, the league has changed to a massive, do everything to kowtow to superstars, tiptoe around them, don't give them real talk, kiss their ass. And then on top of that, hey, by the way, let's pay them $40 million or more a year. And I think that's part of the problem here too. It's like the Nets are not handling this. They're doing the best to do a great PR job is what I see going on.
Yeah.
And until I shout out to, did we read it? I don't think we read it, but I'm going to put it up there anyways again. Because I don't want to miss you. Shout out to King J Dex on a scale of 1 to 10. How confident are you that Marks pulls off a miracle at the deadline?
That's what me and Saint and Jay was on the phone trying to talk about this, bro.
That is one of the hardest things to even.
I'm praying, bro. Like I said, this can make or break Sean. This can make or break Sean, and this can make or break our season this week. It can make or break Sean, and it can make or break our season.
It would be impossible to solve everything unless he just got rid of Harden and Kyrie. To just get to make all majority of the problems go away overnight almost. It would have to be Harden and Kyrie.
He can't. I don't think he's gonna do the Kyrie thing. Like I said,
he's not.
Kyrie's
That's what I'm saying. But that's why
the Kyrie thing is. We all know Kyrie has the problems, right? But the thing is, KD is is holding. He's not going to let Kyrie go.
Yeah.
But you think about Harden, right? Harden was friends with KD. They, like I said, they grew up together in OKC. But Harden wants to leave. It's not like KD was like, "Yo, get out of here." Harden wants to leave. Harden gave up. Harden wants to leave. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. KD's like, "Yo, bro, like, what's going on? Like, just stick it through." Nah, I'm out. I'm bouncing. I can't do this.
I got another quote from Steve Nash. Steve Nash Nets on the Nets losing streak. There's a good chance we're in the play-in tournament after the All-Star break. Mentions how many players are out due to injury. If it is, it is what it is, he says.
I can't. And y'all wanna take this man's word for 100. There's people on Twitter that's like, yeah, I believe 100% Steve Nash is right. Like, I believe everything he says in the press conference.
But here's the thing. And that's the thing with Steve Nash asked if are the Nets trading Harden, and him to say no. What do y'all want him to say?
What is he gonna say? Oh yeah, we are trading Harden. Yeah.
Like what?
Steve Nash, are you guys trading Harden? Yeah, we're trading Harden. He's not gonna say that.
To be fair, we're gonna find out who's right and wrong. And that's why I'm kind of maintaining that I have no clue what's going to happen.
You can maintain a neutral, but to me,
if you want to be bold, that's great. Like, hey, no, I get it.
To me, the optics, it just seems, bro. I told y'all, if Harden wanted to kill the narrative, he can get on the bench, cheer on his team, make it believe like he want to stay here.
That's what I told you under the video. I said that's what Dame did, bro. He checked that shit off top.
Or you can come out in a press conference and be like, "Yo, I'm not leaving Brooklyn." Okay, come out or do a post game with one. You can go in post game and be like, "Yo, I'm not leaving here. Stop all this other." Yeah, like Julian said, what Damian did. Stop all this talk. I'm not leaving. Harden can come out and say that, but he
That's
hasn't.
why I want to. Who's the guy in the organization? And it could be KD.
Yeah.
But I want to know where the guy in the organization that looks at Harden and says, "Knock your shit off. Let's go." Looks at Kyrie, says, "Knock your shit off. Let's go." And gets and whether they even got to say it to Sean Marks, like, yo, get busy. Like, why can't we have like a Debo inside of like the Nets organization that like just goes in there and it's like, yo, fix it? I mean, really, like we're on the verge to be in like a shitty ass season, like a wasted season, and just not even like because I swear to God, like I may boycott the rest of this season if there is zero moves. Just like I may just be like. I may not even come on stream for like a month, probably, bro.
Like I told y'all, bro. Wait, Saint, share your screen for the. They want to see the Kyrie quote tonight.
What's the Kyrie quote?
What he said about Harden.
He seems committed. That's crazy. That says a lot right there.
He said, "I don't really know."
I don't really.
While Saint is trying to find that, let me play you the last time that they asked Harden about if he wants to stay. Let me play y'all what he said.
That suggests that you might not be happy in Brooklyn or with the rotations that are happening. I'm just wondering, if you can speak
Reports
to
from who? All right, then.
Bleacher Report.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Instead of speaking to the reports, can you just talk about your experience living in Brooklyn?
What do you mean?
The report suggested that you were unhappy.
Talking about reports. I don't know about reports.
See right there? What your experience about living in Brooklyn? He could have just been like, "Yo, I love Brooklyn. I don't want to leave. I love it here." Yeah. That's all he had to say. But it looks like he's deflecting. He's deflecting.
Suggests that you might not be happy in Brooklyn or with the rotations that are happening. I'm just wondering, if you can speak
Reports
to
from who? All right, then.
Bleacher Report.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Instead of speaking to the reports, can you just talk about your experience living in Brooklyn?
What do you mean?
The report suggested that you were unhappy.
Talking about reports. I don't know about reports. Did you guys hear from me?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, so I don't know about no reports.
Do you enjoy New York City?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I gotta say anything? Well, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Is that killing the narrative? Roy, is that killing the narrative for you, bro? Is that killing the narrative?
I guarantee you a Harden stan will be like, yo, wouldn't you be mad if they were asking you dumb questions? But he does come across like frustrated, right? Like
he seemed like he was deflecting, bro. It seemed like he didn't want.
But you're right, though. You had an opportunity to kill narratives, and you chose to kind of be defensive and kind of slightly have an attitude about it. Which, it's like, come on, bro. You're getting paid $40-something million to play a kid's game.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing you got to do is sit in front of a reporter and ask a question. Like, Come on, bro. Like I would expect. Like that's the part I don't get.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just
and
gonna wait. Like I said, I don't know if he's gonna stay or not. If he stays, like I said, we still have problems. If Sean Marks doesn't make moves, if he goes, we still have problems. We gotta make moves with the roster.
I still
Either
see
way,
the battle.
we still
I
have
still
problems.
see the battle. Like nobody's gonna get it through their head. These Harden and Kyrie stands. Like I'm
Because,
watching
these
the
Harden
chat.
stands are gonna. Like I said, it's a war of the
Harden
stands in
and
the chat.
Kyrie
It's a war of the
stands in the
stands.
chat is just like y'all are fucking crazy.
If he stays, we still got problems. If he leaves, we still got problems. Either way, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I don't have nothing against Harden.
Okay, and sorry to interrupt, but let me put this out there, and this is all to y'all stands saying we're ungrateful for Harden. Yeah, I'm ungrateful because I'm calling out an MVP candidate that's playing like garbage. I'm calling out a supposed greatest scorer of all time that's struggling to score versus very inferior defenders. So if I'm ungrateful for that, then please, you can go right along with him to wherever he is because we do not share the same mentality to the game. We don't.
Let's ask chat. How are you guys interested in listening and watching the view of the Kyrie interview right now? You guys interested in me putting that up?
Yeah, you can play it.
Put that up,
well, let's play the. I don't know if you can. Don't play the whole thing. Maybe play like Well, is it Nest videos or is it YouTube?
No, but I can play the. There's
Nest videos. Try the Nest videos dropped it. Try it because he usually clips it.
I'm just saying I can play the whole damn thing right now, and it's a few minutes, and I think people would enjoy it either way. Like we can all listen to it and then talk about it.
Yeah, you can play it. You can play it.
Yeah. All right. Give me
your screen.
Yeah. Give me a second.
I don't even want to read the comments because I know it's a stand battle in the comments.
So if you got to get something to drink, you got to pee, and you don't want to hear this, is a perfect time. We are gonna do a little bit of
Kyrie Harden.
Like
we are gonna play
trade
this.
Kyrie, trade Harden, trade Kyrie.
It blows my mind how people can just find all these excuses for guys like Kyrie and Harden. It just doesn't make sense to me. There's no way you can excuse a guy scoring 4 points when he didn't even injure his scoring hand.
Yeah.
Didn't even injure his scoring hand. And let's be honest, there's like 1, 2, probably like 10, 15 games out of this stretch of games we had where Harden was truly the Harden we've seen last year. Yeah. Every other game, it's either 1, he's not making the right decisions, 2, he's forcing passes that are not fair, and 3, he's just being a genuine negative. And it's like there's no way you can see that and then twist it in a sense of it's the Nets' fault, not Harden. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play this. We'll try not to talk. I'll try not to talk because I don't know if it'll create echo but we'll just start it. And if we
is it Jer?
What's
that? JER? Is it JER?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure. I'll just send him he might get an alert because I played it on the stream, but I'll just send him an email.
No, he's usually cool.
Yeah, he's cool. Right. He's cool. I don't think he's gonna copyright us.
Here we go. Let me know how you can hear it.
We just didn't come out of halftime with that same pace that we were playing with.
Does it sound good hearing it? Everybody can hear it?
Yeah, turn it up a little bit.
And that was the separation right there. I know you guys have talked about not you specifically. Where's the concern level?
The reporters are real low.
First things first is getting healthy and then setting our team up for the rest of the season, post this trade deadline.
Damn, reporters is really low.
Yeah,
I think James can speak better to that than I can. I mean, we've to the swing of things, how all those kind of media plants start going around with rumors and stuff like that. I really do not concern myself with that. So, the few conversations that we've had, he's been really committed, and we just hold him to his word. But obviously, when we're going out to play games, we can't even really think about it. So, we would love to have him in the lineup, but we want him at his optimal healthy. And then, we let the rest take care of it. But, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? That's crazy.
Really bad. But other than that, I don't even want to call it good and bad. I'll change that up. I think there have been moments where defensively and offensively, and then there've been a few times where we've had mental lapses.
AJ, you petty boy.
Easy baskets to team that have
in the chat.
I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, and we hear you typing too. You know, we
We
heard you typing that in. You're not slick.
That was me.
That was not me. Oh, I was just saying. Oh, I didn't write in the chat.
Point figures, but for us, we just have to be in our shell in the team defense, and once we get up into our men a little bit more and start, making these guys miss, I feel like that'll change as well. So it took me a while to be in this league to understand body movement, body placement, plays, runs, adjustments on the fly. It took me a while, so I can only imagine what it's like for other young guys that are coming in the league and they're on a high-profile team such as the Nets. So you add that in, teams are coming at us. So there is no room for, kind of that. Let me hold your hand for a minute. We're out there together fighting, and I really like our effort, but I just think again, we just have moments where we're focused and other moments where we have those mental lapses.
How much longer is this thing?
The same Cam that we've been seeing since he was 17 years old, 16 years old. If you watched any film on him, he's a born scorer, and we want him to do the little things that make him even greater. The point of being a shooting guard is you shoot and then you guard, and I think when you're able to play at that high condition state and do it, he's proven it. But now when he's getting those opportunities, we're seeing it on display. So I'm going to continue to be in his ear and just tell him that both ends of the floor matter. And he's just a good listener. So when you see him progressing, I'm not surprised.
Less pressure on them or less distractions around them after you get past 30?
I can't do the hypotheticals. We'll see. I can't do the hypotheticals. We just got to keep our heads on straight right now and understand that, from the perspective.
Damn, I didn't hear that last question, bro. He just said I can't do the hypotheticals, but we'll see.
It's easy to say, well, this could happen.
That's what he said.
I didn't hear what the question was though. I think was it about Harden?
No, they asked him about. Here, let me pause.
But for us,
they asked him about talking to New York City about mandates, and did he say was it the part where he said, "Hey, who do you think I am?" I don't know. Like he's not gonna. Is that what he was saying?
He said I can't do the hypotheticals, but we'll see. I don't know what.
Yeah, and it
was about the mandates.
They did ask him about the mandates, and so
you don't want to play the rest, bro. Yeah. You don't want to play the rest. Well, you could play that. Wait, play that the Harden thing one more time. So like people are like
I don't know.
People missed it.
I'll just repeat it because I don't know where the hell that is. But
go back away a little further than that. Probably like check right there at 5.
First things first is getting healthy, and
yeah, I think it's coming up.
Setting our team up for the rest of the season, post this trade deadline.
Yeah, you can't hear these reporters for shit.
I think James can speak better to that than I can. I mean, we've been swinging of things. How all those kind of media plants start going around with rumors and stuff like that. I really do not concern myself with that. So, the few conversations that we've had, he's been really committed, and we just hold him to his word. But obviously, when we're going out to play games, we can't even really think about it. So, we would love to have him in the lineup, but we want him at his optimal health. And then, we let the rest take care of it. But, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows?
Why add that? Why add it at the end like that, Kyrie? That's what I'm saying. Like it was like he was saying like, okay, he's got to get healthy. The conversations I had with Harden, he seemed committed. But why add that? Who knows what's gonna happen at the end though? It's like he's trying to like, oh.
No, I just think who knows when you say a statement of who knows what's going to happen. To me, that's an acknowledgement that things there is the possibility.
There is a possibility he might leave.
Yes, because this is the thing that people don't understand, right? Like it's the same thing as a conversation between you and I deciding like to do something, right? Like it's not hard to come out and say, like Steve Nash says no, nothing's gonna happen. He's not being traded. They ask Kyrie the same question, and Kyrie's like, "Who knows?"
Yeah, it's like the organization is like kind of protecting they're saving face. They're like not they're saying that Harden wants to stay. Like this all the news just dropped at the same time. Sean told Woj. Woj told the report we saw last night. KD wants Harden to stay. They asked Kyrie, yo, Harden's getting healthy, want him to stay. They asked Steve Nash, yo, he's getting healthy, he wants to stay. Like they all kind of like at the same time, like.
I mean, shout out to Irregular. Kyrie never sounds committed.
He never said seems to be.
He doesn't though.
He said seems to be.
No, he never seems to be committed. Like when
he never said.
No, he said never said.
Never said seems to be committed.
No, he's not. I'm taking it as, and I agree with this though. When Kyrie does speak, it's never like a legit like. It takes let's put it this way. It takes a lot to get Kyrie to give you a definite answer. Is a better way to say it. Like that's the way I'm taking that.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like Kyrie never
was always going to give you like a in-depth, like
Yeah.
kind of like IQ circle around the.
Yeah.
You know how Kyrie answers with the he finds a nice way to answering things. Like you know how Kyrie.
I think
he's
he's
circling around there. Yeah.
But you know what's real funny, and here's the thing. What Kyrie said in that interview, I agree. That you need to be committed. All three need to be healthy. There's nothing we need to talk about.
Yeah.
You
That's
say
what I
that.
said it, yeah.
You can say something, but your actions say something else. If you were truly committed, you wouldn't be part-time right now.
Well, and to be fair, Kyrie finally about months later gave finally an answer. And it took a lot to get that out of him, where he could have killed that narrative months ago. But yeah.
What about the IG Live, bro?
And
on IG Live.
But that was the IG
It was
Live
off the record.
That was
off the record.
That was off the record.
Off the record.
Even in IG Live, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not saying I'm this. I'm not saying I'm that. I don't know what I'm gonna do."
Like at the end of the day, y'all, like I said, I have nothing against. I care about the Nets first. I have nothing against Harden. Nothing against Harden. At the end of the day, if he stays, it's okay, but we still have problems. If he leaves,
that's my
we
whole
still have
point.
problems. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? We still have problems.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for saying that.
And here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with what he said, but his actions to me doesn't follow what he said. There's no way at the start of the season, okay, cool, you want to do part-time, we're trying to find an exemption for you, but there's no, and it's the interview when I believe, who do we lose to? I think it was after Katie got injured. There's no way you see Katie got injured, we're starting to go on a little losing streak, and you turn around and say, yeah, no, it hasn't affected my decision.
Yeah, I mean,
what happens to the commitment?
Yeah, no, I agree. Flat out to Flame. Appreciate the super chat.
Thank you for super chat, bro.
Kai has mixed vibes here, though. To be honest, he says media plants. Then at the end says, "Who knows?" Shaking my head.
That's what I'm saying. Kyrie always does this. He always does some like.
Kyrie
weird,
recently came out. This is just a 9 to 5 to me. I mean, yeah.
I don't think that's official though.
It is.
That's off the record. That was off the record.
No, that's off the record too. Okay.
Julius said that was off the record.
He said that because I thought that was a report.
Nah, listen. At the end of the day, like AJ just said it again.
Yeah.
Bro, there is a lot of problems here, and you got still people in the chat trying to push narratives. Going,
yeah.
And let me dead something in the chat because y'all, it's like saying, "Oh, it's New York, it's New York." And I'm sorry to cut Edge or whoever's going to speak.
No, it's cool, bro.
You understand? Kyrie used the word commitment, and there's another word that begins with an S that goes along with commitment, and that's sacrifice. This can go in relationships. This can go in business. Commitment takes sacrifices on both sides. I'm pretty sure Harden, KD, Nash, this good handful of people on the Nets that didn't want to take that vaccine. But they know if you want to be committed to the goal to get that championship, you take that sacrifice. But funny how everyone took that sacrifice except Kyrie. Why? New York doesn't care about its sports teams. New York is going to do what tries to keep New York safe.
Yeah.
They don't care what Julius Randle thinks. They don't care what
Thank God.
they don't care what Zach Wilson thinks. They don't care what Aaron Judge thinks. They care what keeps New York safe. They're not putting entertainers above the safety of the city. And I'm pretty sure every athlete on every New York team didn't want to take the vaccine. But some of them say, you know what? I'm committed to this team. It's going to take an effort. And it's going to take a sacrifice. Let me do this sacrifice because I'm committed to this team. Why is Kyrie always the odd man out? And why does he get an excuse for that?
Ooh, that's a nice question.
Why is he always the odd man out in certain situations when it comes to showing your commitment to the team?
That's fair. That's fair. I
It's
can
a fair
argue
question.
that.
You
Yes,
can't.
it's fair.
You also
It's fair.
when you do actually say it out loud and say there's more to basketball, and this is not my first
you
priority,
can definitely question Kyrie's.
You have to ask questions of. Yeah. You do have to ask questions. You can defend them all you want. And you can get mad and butthurt like Harden fans
I agree
do,
with some of the stuff he says, but let's be honest.
Lenny try to come at you. He let non-vax players play in Brooklyn.
Listen, Lenny, it's not about. This is the point I'm trying to make with Kyrie. It's not. I get that. We agree with you 100%. It's dumb. We've all agreed and talked it on this stream about 1,000,000 times about how dumb the mandates are, all the different things, what we think people should. We've all believed that people should be able to make a decision and play either way, right?
Yeah.
But what we're talking about here is like, let's go past that dumb, like that shit and look at, we're complaining about the problems for what the Nets are facing. And for some reason, certain type of people don't want to let Kyrie, quote, be one of those issues that we're having when not having him full time is an issue. Separate all that other crap out of it. The reality is you have to find a solution to get this man to play home games. It's as simple as that. You can cut it any way you want. Kyrie can be a weirdo, not a weirdo. He could have it. I get all that, right? But the simple fact is Kyrie not playing full time hurts this team. Yes or no? Chubbs?
Well, repeat the question. I got distracted.
The yes/no answer. Like Kyrie not playing home games hurts this team.
Yeah.
And that okay. So. And that's not like a personal attack on Kyrie. It's just a stated fact. So let's disperse with all the dumb arguments about, oh, well, he should have the mandates. It's New York City. It's like, bro, I don't care about that shit anymore. Like, let's seriously, like, and if that means moving on from Kyrie because he never wilts, then guess what? You have that conversation. If we're trying to win a championship in Brooklyn Nets and we're all Brooklyn Nets fans and there's a problem standing in our way from getting better, at some point you have to entertain a conversation that if Kyrie never changes and the away game never changes and then we go into the playoffs and we still don't have home Kyrie and we lose the championship and now we're looking at the offseason and who knows if mandates are changed or not, and you're faced at giving this man another 4-year extension, you have to have the conversation of like, what assurances can I have that if I give this man a thing that we're not going to have a repeat issue, especially if COVID doesn't go away, right? Like you have to have these conversations. Same thing with Harden. If Harden doesn't step it up and doesn't show more effort and doesn't like whine, whatever you want to put the narrative in there,
tank
and
games.
Tank it, like whatever you want to put in the narrative for Harden. If that doesn't change, are you comfortable with giving this man $50 to $60 million a year? Let's have that conversation. And if it doesn't fit the narrative to get where we want to go, then you look to move on and find what does fit your narrative that you don't need to have something standing in the way. And it's just like people need to stop getting sensitive. It's like stop with the defense. It's a back and forth. We should have made this the Harden stands versus Kyrie stands. Like,
It's civil war,
extreme,
man.
it's straight civil war, bro.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, like people try to like come at me like, "Oh, you were wrong about Harden." At the end of the day, I'm a Nets fan first, so you can say everything you want in the comments. Like I said, I care about the Nets first. Like if Harden stays, it's cool, but we still got problems. If Harden leaves, we got to figure things out. Both ways, we got to figure things out.
Here we go. I get what you're saying here, bro, but this shit doesn't matter anymore. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm tired of hearing, well, hey, unvaxxed players can play in New York. I mean, how many times have we heard that, right? Like, forced mandate. Like, I don't care about that shit anymore. Like, we have to get off that shit. Nothing's changed. It's not going to change. So find a solution. Like, stop bitching and moaning and whining about what could and couldn't be and what the vaccine and like, who the fuck cares? Let's get to where we want to be. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Constantly rehashing the same fucking argument over Kyrie and the vaccine and Harden and this. Like, where's the solution? That's what I want to hear. Like, that's what I want to talk about. Where's the solution? Like, let's see some solutions in the chat, yo. Like, other than just trade Harden, trade Kyrie.
But Saint, you got to look at it this way. We have 5 days to make a decision.
I know. That's insane, bro.
You got to factor in that this decision will impact the rest of this, not only this season, but arguably the next 2 seasons depend on if we trade Harden to the 76ers. It's like, do you expect Ben Simmons to be taken under KD and Kyrie, or if Kyrie is still here, I don't know if because some people say trade Kyrie, I don't know. But do you expect Ben Simmons to develop under KD and Kyrie so much that the problems he had on the Sixers suddenly disappear? And on top of that, if we get guys back from that Sixer trade, do you expect a Seth Curry? Do you expect him to want to be here? Do you think he wanted to be here? Because my personal agendas are still in the NBA. Yeah, Seth.
Oh, but bro, it's a business. They all understand it's a business. Like if he gets traded, he's gonna play. Like I feel like he's not gonna like. You know.
Yeah, but everybody got their own personal thing. That's kind of how this modern day NBA is.
Like, you're right.
Paper,
yes, facts.
Like on paper, this looks Steph Curry. What? You got KD, Kyrie, got your boy Ben Simmons give you the perfect looks on this team if you come here. Yeah. But there might be a little personal thing.
I want that Maxey.
Yeah, he might have family somewhere else, and he's like, Brooklyn's just not the thing for me. So it's like there's so much you got to factor in, and on top of that, we're trading to a rival, and we're making them instantly better. It doesn't matter how hard Harden has been; you are making them instantly better. Simply for the fact that Harden scores, Ben Simmons tends to struggle with scoring, and that's kind of where this comes down to it. How can we get a trade if it does go down that helps both sides, where it's not making one side insanely better than the other?
Hey, do a super chat. Shout out to Super Go.
Let me read that. Yeah, Go Nets. Thank you, bro.
Looks like they're from England or something over the ocean, bro.
He said, "Thank you guys for keeping it 100. Keep stepping on these fan stands. Ship Harden whilst we can. He said, ship Harden while we can and evaluate Kyrie. I've been telling you about Harden. Shout out Go Nets. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I agree, man. If he doesn't want to be here, we got to figure something out. Like I said, by Thursday, something's got to happen, and it's not just Harden. That's what people get mixed into this with this Harden. It's not just Harden that has to get figured out. Paul Millsap has been on this team for a month. He hasn't played. He hasn't played. He's been on his team for a month and he hasn't played. Paul Millsap hasn't played for a month. He's been in Atlanta. He's been in Atlanta for a month.
He should have been gone and traded by now. The fact that we're waiting this long is pathetic.
He's a waste of roster space. Bruce Brown, Javon Carter. These guys are wasting roster spaces, bro. They're wasting roster spaces. If Paul Millsap has been at Atlanta for a month, I don't know why Sean Marks hasn't moved him yet, bro.
That's going to be a buyout, honestly. Like, granted, they came out and say, yeah, we intend to trade him for an asset, but nah, it's going to be a buyout.
Like the way this roster is built, something has to, I don't know, bro. Like, something has to, be fixed with it, bro. Yeah.
I do have some things just to bring some levity here.
There's another super chat. Hold on.
Is there?
Pimp name slipped back. He said, I think we have to face reality, though. I don't think Harden wants to be here. Actions speak louder than words, so I want back Simmons plus Curry, etc. Yeah, bro. Like I said, and I'm not gonna. Y'all heard my story. I literally told y'all. Like, he could have.
He back to back another super chat.
Oh, he said the same thing.
No, but he continued what he was saying.
He
Like,
said also we need to get more shooters. We need to get better defenders as well. There's a lot of dead weight on the roster. Do nothing. Marks, wake up. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to tell
Thank
people,
you.
bro. It's not just hard. We got to get
bro.
It's that too. We need
It's so many. It's so many like rights. It's so many wrongs Marks has to get right.
Yeah.
Like first of all, he has to go there and tell Harden like straight up, do you want to be here? And if that unfolds, handle that situation. Then he has to handle, how do I get rid of Javon Carter? How do I get rid of Bruce Brown? How do I get rid of just all around dead weight? And he only has 5 days to do that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And you have to, and like Jay was saying too, like because we're hurt so bad, it's like you have to like schedule your trades because we only have like a certain amount of people, and you got to do it in between the games that we got coming up. I have to do this because I do need a little laughter. I know AJ is gonna feel about this one a little bit, but I am gonna do it.
The Hammy Bros. Oh,
it's okay, God. Daddy. We'll be okay when we get to Philly.
Yo, Clax keep doing this, bro. Why he keep getting hurt like this, bro?
Oh yeah, the Hammy Bros.
He said we'll be back. We'll be okay when we get to Philly. I'm done.
He's like, shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's
Yo,
okay.
That's wicked, bro. Chat, man.
I
put the poll up. I put the poll up. So let me see what you guys said.
I'm foul. I know. I'm sorry, bro. And I got some wonders.
That class is. I understand if this class is smoke, y'all give y'all class and the way he got hurt last game, I was like, come on, bro.
I'm so glad I never filled out one of those apology letters to you, bro. Fuck your apology letter.
Nah, wait, chill, because he had that career. Remember, he had his career high though.
Well, we knew it wasn't gonna last long. So.
It didn't last long though. He had that one career high. Yo, this is bad for you. I'd be one hell of a coach if I do that. John Nash.
This is about the epitome. If you've seen this movie, then you can understand this without words.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh my god. Yo.
Wilson.
If you've seen this movie, you don't even need words to understand.
Did Rage do this?
I don't know where this. I found this, bro, and I just I saved it.
Bro, it looks so professional.
That's how long Steve. Tonight when he took out. Remember James Johnson? He waited. This is how long Steve Nash waited to take out James Johnson. He grew a beard. He just looks raggedy. It took him this long to take out James Johnson tonight. That's how long it took. This is unbelievable, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in pain, but like this is funny. I'm still in pain.
It is funny, dude. I'm sorry, but yeah, I needed some laughter. Yo, shout out to Elijah Hall. We need that trade buyout video because I want to know what moves you guys think we need. You guys keep on saying we can either come out of this on good or hey, I agree with you. We've had a lot of discussion breakdowns about this on Spaces, on Twitter, and different things. But
yeah,
that's a job for AJ. If AJ can come up with something in the next few days, like outside
I'll tell a video. I just gotta like I said, there's so many. Like the buyout thing is hard to predict. We don't know who. Like the buyout thing is tough, but the trade thing, like I said, the trade machines. And if you guys send me trade machines. Like I said, send me more. DM me on Instagram. That's Kingdom711. Send me trade machines, and I'll do more research and see what we can do. Because there's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of things we can do, bro. Like I said, Sean Marks. I hope he has like a team of people like looking up, researching and doing contract and salary cap movements, all that. And, like he needs a team of people working hard, like.
Brooklyn Nets 11 said, can you guys talk about? I haven't really heard anything outside of that one little report that was thrown out.
Jay told us it wasn't.
No, but he said that if they're looking for him and if they want him, if they want him and they offer a first, you jump on that shit in a minute, right? Like.
Oh yeah, he said if they do offer a first, but he said he doesn't think that's a
reality.
Yeah, he says it's not a reality with the Raptors.
Listen. I don't know.
I'll be surprised if somebody offered a first round pick for Clax too. I'll be surprised.
I don't know how much more we can kind of go with this. Like we've been on for about an hour.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I mean, the reality. Listen, at the end of the day, in 5 days, we're gonna know which way this goes, right? Like, Hopefully there's some news tomorrow. I don't care if it's a big trade, small trade. We need to start seeing some action and some changes that give me an idea of a potentiality of like how we improve this team. Like I need to see something. I need to see that like we're not just waiting for Joe Harris and KD to return, because even with those guys back, we need more. We do need more. We need to balance out this roster a little bit more and shake off. So I don't know. I really don't know at this point. I'm kind of at rock bottom, like the alcoholic. I'm just, I'm ready for change. I'm at this point, honestly, I'm willing to entertain anything. And it may be crazy and people say I'm stupid, but I'm willing to entertain trades for Kyrie. I'm willing to entertain trades for Harden. I'm willing to entertain trades for anybody on that thing, but a couple of the rookies and KD. Outside of that, I'm open ears to anything. I really don't care anymore because I want it fixed no matter what the problem is.
So Saint, since you said that, I'll throw this out there. Would you try to shop Joe?
If I had to, yeah. Because the thing with Joe, I'm not even comfortable with the Joe thing anymore. I don't know what, like his agent's saying shit, Joe's saying shit, like all these people. All of a sudden, before the trade deadline, everybody's saying shit, and that tells me it's like, wait, you motherfucker, excuse my language, but you do like, hey, just so you guys know, if you let your kids watch this, it's probably not going to be like a PG stream until after the trade deadline. But like at this point, like. Everybody all of a sudden out of nowhere is dropping hints in the media, right? Like, was it like this at all prior to the last 2 weeks? All of a sudden we're getting our ass real close to the trade deadline. Yeah. And all of a sudden everybody's fucking agent and aunt and friend and shit are coming out going, yo,
Shams versus Woj, literally Shams versus
like
Woj.
Shams versus Woj, and then agents are dipping in there, players are kind of saying some shit, and you don't even know what's like real, what's not real. It's like, yo, like I'm just done.
Man. Keep y'all open minds, bro. Don't believe, like I said, just at the end of the day, don't 100% put your faith in what anybody has to say until we see what happens for February 10th or something actually breaks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Stephen O.
Yeah, a lot of this is smoke and mirrors. Like I said, a lot of this is smoke and mirrors.
A lot of it is smoke and mirrors, but if I'm honest, bro, everybody's on the table but KD and some of these rookies. Everybody else, I really don't give a shit. Joe Harris, Kyrie-Harden. No, dude, listen, this is where I'm like, I've said it a million times. I'm not going to go into it again. But this whole situation has really pushed me to the point where I don't care what it is. Just get me back to where we're supposed to be as far as being a championship contending team. No more bullshit, no more whining, no more like special treatment. Just like get me back to where I can look at how many other teams can we look in the NBA right now and be like, I'm not even a fan of that team. And I'm having more fun watching other NBA teams. Like, honestly, I've been enjoying watching the Cleveland Cavaliers more than I've been watching the Nets. Like, I'm enjoying other teams because my team looks like shit. My team is acting pathetic. Like, it's just, I'm done with it. I'm done with this, like, yo.
Let me find out you watching Bucks games, Saint.
No. I'm low-key. My back.
No, like I said, like for you, I understand that because you said everybody's on the table except for KD. But I'm saying for the Nets, I think, like from what I'm told, I think KD and Kyrie are like, of course, those are the off limits. That's what from what I'm told about the Nets, how they view it.
Of course. Yeah. I'm just saying, as a fan, like I'm done. I don't give.
As a fan, no, I understand it. Like everybody's off the table except for KD. Yeah, I understand.
I don't care about your feelings anymore. I don't care about ruffling. Like if I sound stupid, like I'm done. I'm past that. I just want to be solid because I look at other teams and I look at how their players are playing and the system they built around them. And even when one of their players, like, and that's the other sad thing, even when we have our bodies and these guys sit down on the bench, we still look ugly. And it's like, yo, it's like, how is that? Like, it's ridiculous, right? Like, and then when some of these guys get in there, they look like shit. Harden looks like shit. Sometimes Kyrie by himself can't do it, right? Like, yeah. It's just like I'm done with it. Like,
notice how you didn't say KD looks like shit because
I'm sorry. If somebody can give me one good legit reason to slander KD at all, I'm open ears. But you really ain't gonna find none. Like
other than having,
he didn't complain. Remember when everybody was out and he just had the
Yeah.
rookies? He didn't complain. He didn't do. Like I said,
either
he
did
just
Patty Mills.
he just went to work and played ball, and they ended up winning games with just the same roster. With this roster,
Yeah, in my opinion, the only thing you can really blame KD for is going comfort over purpose with his sneakers, and honestly bringing Steve Nash to the team. Because if he wore his true size versus that Bucks game, it would have been a 3, not a 2, and we wouldn't be dealing with Steve Nash if he vouched for him to come over here. Like
somebody said, "Thank you for the super chat, King J." He said, "Are y'all open to trading the rookies?" I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade the rookies,
not without the picks we gave away. That's our future.
Yeah,
that's part of our future.
Yeah, that's our future, bro.
I'm not comfortable with that.
I'm not comfortable either. I don't want to give up. I love our rookies. Well, besides, wait, I'm gonna say this. I don't think anybody's gonna want Raekwon Gray and Marcus Zagorowski. So I don't think should we just like cut them off. But everybody else, but those rookies, I love. You know what I'm saying? Those rookies.
I have a very underrated opinion with the rookies. I have a very unpopular opinion with the rookies.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, bro.
So essentially, out of every other rookie outside of Cam Thomas, I would look for Cam Thomas offers. Every other rookie I'll keep, but because you got to look at it this way: the roster turnout and our cap is kind of screwed. You might want to dangle Cam Thomas to some teams for picks, because you got to look at it this way: Cam Thomas's development to truly have an impact on this team, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take 1 to 2 seasons for him to really come and be the guy that we all kind of had him on paper saying his potential to be. And it's like, and let's be honest, if you had more additions to this roster, you'll probably get the least minutes out of the whole rookies, realistically.
Yeah.
Like Cam Thomas has became a necessity, and that's the problem. Granted, he's developing through being thrown in the fire, but he's just not ready yet.
Yeah.
And technically, if Sean Marks is in the mindset of we need to win a championship now, arguably Cam Thomas is your best rookie asset in terms of let's see what we can get.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I think he definitely has value. Cam definitely has value. If you put Cam on like an OKC team, I think he would average like 30. Not 30.
You know,
like
hey,
22, 24.
I gotta call a troll out, bro. Like, you're stupid. Like, you're a stupid fan when you're on a Nets thing trying to brag that the Lakers all day, right? Like, you have to be. You literally
we're
have
bad,
to be
but we're not Lakers bad yet.
Yeah, you literally have to be a special kind of stupid where you have all 3 of your all stars on the court at the same time, and this guy probably thinks Russell Westbrook's playing great too.
Yeah, and
you are a special kind of stupid.
Oh yeah, did y'all see his game? He went like 1 for 10 from the field.
Did you see the narrative that they posted up?
I posted that picture of the 5 points.
Where is it at, bro? Where is it at? Like, I think
I put it in Discord.
Bro, yeah, the Lakers big 3. Oh man,
it was like the Lakers big 3. Yeah, Chelsea, you can find it.
They did that man dirty yesterday when they
ESPN put it. They were like the big 3.
Oh my god,
it was like 5 points. Yo, Frank Vogel saved the game because they were choked. They choked to the Knicks. Like it would have been over if Frank Vogel didn't bench Westbrook in overtime. He benched Westbrook in overtime, and that's how they won the game, bro. If they didn't do that,
if they lost, I know Westbrook would have been.
He would have been out of here.
He would have been so mad.
Yeah,
would have been so mad.
Westbrook. Yeah, I don't know. I like the rookies, man, but like Chubb said, Cam might have some value, bro. He might have some value. You got, like I said, with Sean Marks, everything you got to put everything on the table. You got to put everything on the table because think about it this way: the East, the Cavs just made a power move.
Yeah,
right. The Cavs just reunited.
Going to get better.
Shout out to Karis and shout out to Jared. You know we love. Shout out to Brooklyn Tier for seeing them back together, but. The Cavs just made a power move, right? So they're making their power move for the playoffs. Sean's got to do something now because, like I said, they might be a problem. Like I'm not gonna hold y'all. The Cavs might be a problem.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I still believe if you have the big 3 playing full time, not part time.
Oh yeah,
Kyrie, full time Kyrie and Harden, and everybody's healthy, we're still mopping it up. Still believe that, and I will still maintain that.
Oh yeah, of course. But that's not the case.
That's not
Harden,
the case.
Harden wanted to be here, and Kyrie parts.
If we trade Harden and we get back Ben and whatever we get back, the only way it works and we continue, and this is where I will give some people that have been like pissed off at Kyrie, is say we make that trade, we do get Ben in some assortment of whatever and whatever moves we're going to make. We have a very good chance to survive, but Kyrie once again has to be here full time. No Kyrie full time, no chip for Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the reality. That's
James
the reality. With or without.
No, he said without Harden. Let's say Sean does like a magical deal, and with KD, Kyrie, let's say he does get the Simmons, Maxey, Seth Curry. Then we get Joe Harris coming back, or Joe Harris comes back. Claxton, LaMarcus, Patty. Do you think the Nets can win a championship with that team?
No, not without Kyrie playing.
No, Kyrie. I mean, he's the X factor of all of this. If he's not playing, if they can't get him to play home games,
that's why I said Maxey though. Maxey, y'all sleep on him though.
Yeah. I'm not sleeping on Maxey.
But here's another thing. Maxey could turn up when Kyrie, like I said, when Kyrie goes away at if we're in the playoffs and it's a home game, I think Maxey could turn up at home.
I can vouch. Maxey he's like that, bro.
Maxey's like that, bro.
And that's it's crazy because that could be a deal breaker in the trade talk, but it's like I feel like if Morey really wants Harden, you take that risk to give Maxey, because if I remember correctly, Sixers could have gotten Harden, but the deal breaker was Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
And now you get a chance to get Harden again. If I'm Morey, I'll try to take that risk of getting rid of Maxey. I'd take that risk because you could have gotten Harden already, but Maxey was the deal breaker.
Look at all the Philly fans. The Philly fans for the chat. So as we talk about the Maxey, all the Philly fans is like, whoa. We filtered y'all out. We filtered all the Philly fans out.
There's still a healthy debate where Sixers fans think they're in the prime position. Nets fans think they're in the prime position of who can call the shots. Listen, I don't even really give a shit at this point. I don't care if we get Maxey or no Maxey, or if we even I really just don't give a fuck personally. At this point, I don't think Maxey makes or breaks it if it's going to happen.
All I know is Sean Marks is not going to get finessed. I hope he's not. Well, I pray.
I feel like y'all underrate how
finessed,
much.
Bro.
I feel like the chat underrates how much of a fiend Daryl Morey is. Bro, we've seen Daryl Morey work the machine with the media. He got people that will put in tidbits to make sure he perfectly sets up getting Harden. And let's logically look at it. But every single deal the Sixers made with Simmons has just been rejected. We all know what Morey really wants. The Kings rejected. The Timberwolves rejected. I think the Pistons had a deal for Jeremiah Grant.
The Pistons gave him a good deal too.
And let's be really clear about this. If this trade goes through, I guarantee you he's going to get hit with a tampering charge. I guarantee it. Yes.
He definitely.
Daryl Morey being over there, literally, that's really what makes me feel like it will happen. Just because he's over there. If he wasn't over there, I'd be 50-50. But because he's over there, it just gives me that sense, bro.
Y'all Philly fans, right?
Love Harden, bro. Y'all don't understand how much he loved Harden.
Exactly.
And what amazes me about Philly fans is how close the East is, and they're acting like I've actually had legit conversation with Philly fans, and they know they're not winning the chip this year. They know they're not, right? So they're desperate for a move. You're going to waste another year of Embiid, right? It's just that's the reality. You'll make it to the playoffs, but you're not going that far. But there's some, just like we have some delusional Nets fans. 76ers have an extreme large amount as delusional fans as well, right? So they're trying everything they can.
Honestly, it's at this point, I'd rather Sean Marks hold Harden hostage rather than get finessed and just build around it. You could trade the other parts, but hold Harden hostage. If he's not giving up Maxey, hold Harden hostage. Then if he's not gonna give up Maxey, hold Harden hostage, and then trade Javon and all the other guys.
They gonna fade in the locker room, bro. Don't do that.
Gonna fade in the locker room.
And here's another piece to this. No one's mentioning Philly has not gotten rid of Tobias Harris's contract.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
If anything, that low key stints any form of leverage Philly has, because they really haven't cleared up any form of space to give Harden the money. That's why really we have the most leverage because we have to sign and trade him for you guys to go there. And logically, think about it. Harden is getting associated with $50 million. Harden is not a businessman. He's a businessman. Shout out to that lyric fire. That's a fire analogy.
Jay-Z's overrated. Keep going.
Whoa.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight.
We gotta fight. That's fighting words. That's fighting words on my ends, bro.
You gotta fight that. You just put a fight word.
Biggie's the New York go. And
the Sixers chat that are in here, yeah, of course we're salty right now, you dumbass. Like, what do you? Yeah. Everything's like fucked up in our plate. Like, that's a genius quote, bro. Like, of course we're fucked up right now.
Yo, Harden's not a businessman. He's a businessman. He is a brand.
How dumb y'all gotta be, like, to act like we're? I mean, the difference is like you guys beat what we're like, how fucked up we are right now, and like you're acting like you're just beating like a fully healthy team. It's like, of course you're a dumbass. Like, you're coming into a chat where we all know how bad it is, and we're complaining about it. And you're thinking something like that's really gonna fucking matter.
Okay, bro. You getting the trolls, man?
No, of course.
Ain't no way someone said Fabulous is better than Jay-Z. I know I did not.
What?
Someone just said
Fabulous. Oh my God. He not better than Fab. Don't sleep on Fab.
We're not doing this.
Don't sleep on Fab.
I'm in the stream right now.
I love Fab. I love Fab.
He's not better than Jay-Z, but he, you know, he's fine.
Cut that out. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm in the stream. I'm in the stream just because somebody commented that. I'm not even joking, y'all. I'm in the stream.
Fab will destroy Jay bar for bar. What?
There you go.
All right,
make sure y'all hit that like button.
And listen. It's either gonna get like, I don't know. I think AJ. I don't think we should stream until this gets ended, right? Like, I think we should go on strike until the deadline and be like, "Yo,
I feel you, bro." We should, right?
You hold the YouTube
Thursday,
bro. Yeah. You're holding the stream hostage until
I'm holding the stream hostage, like Maury's about to.
Listen, it's gonna get it is gonna get worse before it gets better. We're in the bottom, right? Like, everybody's enjoying every fan of every other NBA team is loving where we're at right now. Hey, listen, we've taken part in enjoying watching the 76ers pretend like they're going to win every year and then always choke in the playoffs. So we've enjoyed that. We're enjoying the Lakers this year. They're imploding. They're right there with us. Like, and what's worse is the Lakers are playing as shitty as they are with
they have their full team. They have you have your full team and you're still worse than us.
Right,
like, have LeBron, AD,
listen, there's a lot to enjoy and enjoying in misery here as a Nets fan, and unfortunately, it's going to get worse before it gets better, and it'll be interesting. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know, and it is like I've embraced the misery. That is the only way to get through this, is to embrace how bad it is. You pretty much know it's gonna happen. So
let me read with the poll. I'm gonna read the polls. I put the poll up. Do you think Harden is getting traded? 251 votes said yes. 53% said Harden. Well, you guys think Harden is getting traded, and then 47% said no. Make sure you guys follow us on our socials at the bottom. That's Kingdom AJ, Saint Chubbs. And you guys hit that like button. Who knows when we'll be back? I don't know if we should. Like I said, who knows when we'll be back?
We'll think about it.
All these games are going to be L's, but it's like we don't even talk about the games no more. It's just literally just Harden and Kyrie.
Like, if we putting the stream in healthy safety protocols until further notice.
Yeah, we're playing. If we get a win, I think we'll be back. We'll be back when we get a win.
Hey, imagine how that next home game on Tuesday is going to be.
Oh my God!
If Harden is still out and Kyrie's not there.
Yeah. Wait, who we playing at home?
Playing the Celtics, I believe.
Celtics.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, yo.
Yeah, this is pain. We in pain.
Enjoy. Embrace the pain. No, embrace it. Embrace the pain, bro. Because in order. No, listen, I'm serious. So you can put pause on it. You can take that any fucking way you want. But the only way you get back to feeling better is to embrace and accept what's where you're at. Right? Like, there's no other way to rebound unless you unless you literally embrace it. And you have to embrace the fire that is going on right now in Nets Nation. There's no way around it. You can't make excuses for it. We are on fire, and nobody's put the flames out yet. So embrace it, enjoy it, have fun with it. It is, yes, take a mental health day out, boy. Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, whatever, dude.
It's not good for my mental, bro.
Oh, and then
I couldn't
Stephen
sleep the other night. I was like,
it's only one game, right? Like this statement right here drives me nuts this year.
it's only a game.
There's no way you can say that. There's no way you can say that now.
Is he talking about the stream?
Well, Stephen O. I actually am going to push back on Stephen O. because how long has Stephen O. been acting like nothing? Like he's been that guy that's like, nothing to see here. Everything's fine. It's all good. Right. But I've seen him in chat arguing to trade. Like, so, you know, like seriously, Stephen O. Come on, bro.
I'm seeing people talking about Russ to the Warriors. What?
They're trolling.
What the fuck?
Someone said Woj. Someone said Woj said Russ. GSW's getting Westbrook. Ain't no way. Ain't no
what
way.
the fuck? Look it up. No, that's cap.
Nah.
Why would they do that? They had a number one team.
Nah, that's a troll. It's time to get off. It's time to get off.
Yeah, it's time to get off.
Before we leave, Biggie is better than Jay-Z.
Oh my God!
Yo, he's really not.
You're not saying
Biggie shits on him.
I'm with Julie. I'm saying. Did he say Biggie? Biggie is better than? Did you say Biggie or Baby?
Wait,
Biggie is better than Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's not even up for debate.
Actually, that's
That's not up for debate.
I'm sorry, but I'm not listening to somebody with the name Baby. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like,
Jay-Z
or little or young or pop this. Like fucking, I'm done with that.
Pop.
I'm not listening. I'm not listening to these motherfuckers.
That pop smell like.
Fuck that, dude. Pop this little.
He's not from our generation, bro. He's a different generation.
Nah, dude, and because your generation is weak, son. Your generation is weak, son. It is. None of your rappers from today hold a candle to the greats that built this motherfucker.
Wait,
dude.
before we go though, hold on.
We're done. No, your generation weak, son.
It's some good ones, but it's some weak ones too. He right.
No, it's all y'all got like.
No, we got Kendrick. Whoa, we got Kendrick. We got J.
I don't know.
We got
that's your generation.
I'm saying Vanilla Ice. That was a crazy stint in hip hop.
Hey.
I take no ownership of white rappers. White rappers should have the only white rappers that are allowed in hip hop and actually get respect from the OGs. And you can look up any hip hop documentary, and they will all give respect to the Beastie Boys. Those are the only white rappers that are allowed in hip hop. The rest of them, they got to go.
Where Eminem at?
Nah, fuck Eminem. I don't care.
Are we end the stream now? Have a good night. Make sure hit that like button. Hit that like button. This is how long I'm waiting for the trade deadline. That's gonna be us at the trade deadline.
All right, y'all. Later.